Our final speaker tonight is working through the Competent Communication Manual again with the intent of improving his basic speaking skills. He is a member of 2 other clubs besides Toastmasters for leaders and has achieved Advanced Communicator Bronze and Competent Leader. As with Linnea's speech, tonight our speaker is also doing Project 3, Get to the Point. The objectives of which are, and bear with me as I repeat them, select a speech topic and determine its general and specific purposes, organize the speech in a manner which best achieves and reinforces those purposes, project sincerity and conviction and controlling nervousness, and strive not to use notes. Toastmasters offers its members opportunities to experience practical leadership skills in a safe environment. These skills can be applied in many places, which our speaker discovered when he was recently chosen to be a jury foreperson in a criminal trial. In his speech entitled Leadership in the Jury Room, our speaker will talk about his experiences and how Toastmasters leadership training has helped him. Let's give a warm welcome to Advanced Communicator Bronze Competent Leader, Bill Jeffries.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I think, is everyone Toastmaster here? No, an honored guest. 5. On Tuesday afternoon, I was in the courtroom at Clara, Shortridge, Foltz, 111 South, or East Temple. Anyway, it used to be the county courthouse. And we had just delivered a verdict. The things that led up to that were very surprising to me. Not that I was chosen to be on a jury, because that happens. But what was really surprising is that I had become a Toastmaster since the last time I was on jury duty. And all this stuff started coming up about leadership that I didn't know was down there because it had never been triggered. Of course, I went through the competent communication, competent leader, and absorbed this stuff, but it hadn't come out because there was nothing to use it with. So what happened is, first, we were chosen to be jurors. That's the whole process. I don't want to go through that, but you're impaneled to be on a jury. And I had actually changed my attitude from the last trial. And I was very positive about this. And I was very positive that I could be a good juror. And then we went in the room, and well, I made the mistake of asking, well, who wants to be foreman? And so that means you volunteer. That's a warning. And I was wondering why nobody was saying anything. And I didn't feel any trepidation. This is interesting because it would have terrified me before. Because as a military or the police say, this is a live fire exercise. You can convict the wrong person and send them to prison. This is very scary to me. So I said, okay, well, we've got 12 people trying to do the right thing. So let's do this. We made the first decision as a team was me. And then I asked, you may have heard this before, and I'd like a show of hands. I said, how many are voting me in? And of course all the hands went up. And I said, now I want you to know that because you have voted me in, you can vote me out. If I prove incompetent or overbearing or something, you now have the right to remove me, and that would be okay. So we made the first decision. And then I asked for a second decision. And it started becoming clear to me that you don't just tell people, oh, we're a team, let's, yeah, rah, rah. No, you have to act as a team. So we needed some decisions as a team. So I asked, okay, how do we want to refer to ourselves? I mean, by first name, nobody knows names at that point. Or juror numbers, there's juror 1, 2, 3, 4. And we chose juror number. So we stuck the little number in the badge. It's 2 decisions. The third decision, I said, look, I feel very strongly about this. It's called a straw poll, and that is an informal poll right at the beginning without deliberating. And I said, I don't think it's right, and I feel it's a little bit shady. It's not illegal. But without any deliberation, people are going to make this decision. And then I said, I watched a series on PBS years ago, and the educational, like college classes. And it was about the law, and there was 1 or 2 hours on the jury process. They found out if you have a straw poll, you double the chance of hanging the jury. So I said, we can vote on this, and I'm telling you, I don't like it, but this is a majority thing. And of course, no. So now we've made 3 decisions, and also you found out that the leader has a certain line in the sand. He doesn't want to cross that. He's not just going to go with anything if he can avoid it. So then I asked for a 4th decision. And I asked, is there any issue that we would like to discuss to start with? Get this thing rolling, because everything had been quiet. Everybody's sitting there. I'm waiting, nothing. And I said, okay, well, and this is a slam dunk, this is a softball. Can we decide whether the charge is accurate, not whether the defendant did it? Because they described the crime, felony evading of a peace officer with willful disregard for property and life. Guy took off after a traffic stop, zoomed down, high rate of speed, blowing stop signs, almost causing crashes, driving through lots with people in them, and they lost him. It was a fast BMW. Never found him, caught the car. So we made that decision. Yes, it was a fair. It was fair. We're okay with the charge. After that, it ran smoothly. Now it's a team. We started discussions, and I just basically backed off. All I had to do was make sure that it wasn't breaking into, you talk and you talk and you talk. Just say, hey, can we just keep one conversation? And then I monitored to make sure each person had the opportunity to speak, because there was some younger people and some timid people, and then every once in a while I'd say, well, Alethea's not timid, but somebody, the invisible person over there, are you okay? Do we have anything? So now this thing is flowing really good. And then we called for a vote, and 10 not guilty. The charges had not been proved. And so we had to discuss it a little more. And at a certain point, a person said, how many people feel this guy's guilty? 10 people said, yeah, we feel he's guilty. But that's just a feeling. Can't convict on that. Now, this went on to show you how good this jury was. Almost everybody felt the guy was guilty, but we couldn't convict him. And it went down unanimously, guilt not proven. No, the prosecution did not prove beyond a reasonable doubt. So this was an honorable jury, very conscientious, going against our feelings. And as a foreman, I didn't do anything other than try to make sure that it was a safe, friendly environment. That is what I learned at Toastmasters. If you can keep the club atmosphere positive, almost anything else is going to run okay, other than minor glitches. And that is indeed what happened. 3rd poll, unanimous, not guilty. We took it back and presented it. And that was that, except the wrap-up is, there's a lot of stuff inside of us that we've learned that we don't know. And if we relax, it's going to come out. So, you need to relax, take a deep breath, relax, watch those hemispheres connect, and then